Hello, everyone. I'm Al Neely. Welcome to ListenUp Podcast. And today we have Jamar C. Davis. He is the founder and executive producer of Jam Entertainment, which was established in 2022. It's based out of Norfolk, Virginia, and he leads the creative vision and production of large-scale festivals, cultural activism, and national artist experiences. Jamar also serves as the president of the Hampton Roads Pride organization, where he leads one of the region's largest annual celebrations and advances year-round the LGBTQ plus community programs that support the community in connection with regional partnerships. Say hello.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Yes.
So excited to be here.
Yes, thank you. I met Jamar at an event where he was receiving an award from the Z and for creative honors and leveraging cultural storytelling.
Yeah.
So you're involved in a lot of things going on around here. Let's just talk about how all of this begun for you.
Yeah.
You started in Norfolk, and you started at the Governor's School in Norfolk, right?
Yep.
And just talk about your journey to this point.
Yeah, it's been a journey for sure. I guess I'll throw it back a bit. My dad is retired Navy, and he's from Chester, Philadelphia.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And my mom is from Memphis, Tennessee, and they had me here in Norfolk at DePaul Hospital. And so, coming from,
Do you have to listen to him talk about how he missed the cheesesteaks and all that stuff?
absolutely, cold cuts, all of that.
You gotta hear that all the time. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We often go and come back with more cold cuts. So.
Okay. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but go ahead. I just can imagine what that's like.
Yeah, it's great. I grew up in a family with different, cultures, and then
Right.
just growing up in Norfolk and being at the intersection of so many different communities, like, military, it's Southern, you got the city, you got the suburbs, it's just so much. And just growing up in this area, it was amazing to get awarded the Z honors, because I feel like the community made so much impact on me.
Yeah.
And my family. So yeah, it's definitely been a journey, but I started in Governor's School, within the arts, doing technical theater work, so stage managing, doing lights, sound, film work. Started in that arena, really, and then I kind
That's
of
awesome.
went from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have an organization, Jam Entertainment. Talk about Jam. Tell us about what Jam is and what Jam does.
Jam is short for Jamar, right?
Okay, I kind of figured that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I started this production company actually after leaving the corporate world. I was working for Marriott as their event manager. Left that role during the pandemic. It was very wishy-washy then, and got into project management. And I realized a lot of my passion is from just managing different projects. And so obviously I was working in events and live entertainment and live events, doing all these different types of events just on contract work.
Right.
And I was like, I should probably start my own production agency and start to build experiences and create an impact within my community. I know I could make that impact. I was volunteering with Hampton Roads Pride, and we were doing productions, and I was like, this is definitely something I'm passionate about. And I just took it serious. So kind of towards the end of the pandemic, I detoured and started my own business, and it's been great since. Yeah.
Did you work the last Pride event in June? Was it June?
Yep.
Okay.
In
So
June.
you got a chance to meet Big Frida, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Big Frida's lovely.
Okay.
Really easy to work with. I love working with Big Frida.
Yeah. I heard she's a really nice person.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Team, everybody. It was great. Yeah.
Yeah. So your experiences, you were talking about what's shaped you. What would you say has been the most important thing with the work that you're doing right now with your jam?
Yeah. Connection. I think that's the most important, because a lot of these different events, whether it be nonprofit, government work, connection seems to be the thing that keeps it all apart.
Right.
Whether that's, me coordinating the speakers before they go on the stage, getting them comfortable and ready to talk about the different policies or things that are impacting the community. The networking events, putting together the concerts where you see the fans crying emotionally. It's the connection is probably the most I get out of all of the experiences I've had. That's what keeps me going for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So you worked the Cuz Festival.
Yep. That was great.
And the event at Atlantic Park with Pharrell. You worked that.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. What was that like?
That was kind of a crazy experience in a good way.
Yeah.
As we know, Atlantic Park property, I know Pharrell Williams helped with the development of that entire area down at the oceanfront, and got a call from an agency I've worked with before, and they're like, "Hey, surprise, this is coming up. I'd love for you to be an associate producer for this." I'm like, "Okay, now what exactly does this entail?" So, went through all of the SOWs and everything, and I was coordinating 3-day weekend where Pharrell and his team, Yellow came out. It was just so many different artists and creatives came out, and we essentially did a soft opening for the Atlantic Park that he's built out there. Has residents, new residential homes, surf park, which is crazy cool.
Yeah.
I got a surfboard, so I will be out there next summer.
Okay.
I did.
Yeah. I was there this past weekend.
Yeah.
So.
It's Nami Nori. Have you checked that out? New Japanese restaurant.
No.
Definitely should check that out. It's a great spot.
I will.
Yeah.
One of the things I've learned is that coming from the Philadelphia area, I'm kind of like a foodie, or I like different experiences of food. And this area's kind of grown since I've gotten here. Mm-hmm. And the food has definitely changed. I was talking with one of the chefs that was at the Z event, and we kind of agreed that this area is coming up with the cuisine. So the place is Nori. I will definitely check it out.
Yeah. So we opened up all those different facilities.
Yeah.
And I was mainly helping with artist movement, scheduling, timelines, production, vendors, AV, lighting, sound. Essentially just getting the weekend ready for that, for all the different experiences we had going on. It was 3 days. I was out there for about a week though. So it was a good experience working with that team.
Yeah. I had no idea what goes into it.
Yeah.
So I had the opportunity to work the Timberland event.
Okay. Yeah.
This past fall, and it's just so much that goes into it. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You must have a lot of energy, high energy to work with doing all of that. So.
Yeah. You got to be ready. And thankfully I'm young enough, so I'm ready, break the industry.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Good. Yeah. So talk about some of the things that you have coming up. Do you have events, everything planning that you're working with Jam?
Yeah. So
what do you have coming up?
I just this past weekend, on top of the different contracts and different accounts that I have, I volunteer a lot.
Okay.
And I strongly encourage a lot of my peers and people I work with on a daily to volunteer. So I actually just finished the Grand Illumination Day Parade. I'm on the planning committee for that.
That's been forever.
I know. It's great. Every year I do it. It brings me in the spirit. Yeah.
Yeah. How long you been doing that?
About 6 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Just volunteering every year, getting the holiday cheer ready, getting everybody ready for this week, Thanksgiving and the holidays season. So, but I've also been working with the LGBT Life Center. We just started a new gentleman series actually for queer Black and brown men, talking about wellness, relationships, how we can grow as a community just here in the region. So that we launched that off maybe 2-3 weeks ago, and we are going to do that quarterly. So we're going to gear up for our next one in February. That's going to be exciting. Cousins Festival is coming back.
Okay.
We're starting to get planning going on for that. So
Yeah. Tell us exactly what is the Cousins Festival. Because Go ahead. Go ahead.
In
Yeah,
the
I want you to
shortest
explain.
term, it's a family reunion. It's
Right.
all about family.
Right.
So, just going to the summertime family cookouts, that's exactly the vibe.
Yeah.
Hey cuz, how you doing?
Right.
And then it happens,
Where does that take place?
Norfolk Scope Arena, downtown.
Okay.
Norfolk. Yep.
It's an inside event.
Inside and outdoor.
Okay.
So we take over the plaza on the outside, do some programming on the stages out there, and then we transform inside.
I've never been there, but I will be at the next one.
Yeah, I will make sure of it. You got to be there.
Okay.
It's fun. It's a good time.
Yeah. And what else was coming up, would you say?
Cousins Festival, Pride Weekend is coming back up. We've already started our strategic planning for that with Hampton Roads Pride. So got quite a few things. And of course, I got some things I can't yet talk about, but it's going to be an exciting year. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. So let's talk about the Pride event. You are the president.
Yes.
Yeah. The what would you say you would want people to know or experience about the Pride organization that they may not know?
It's a good one. So I just became president.
Yeah.
Just got in the chair, and so it's been an exciting month. We just had our retreat.
Right.
And I realized over that strategic planning time that we were doing for the organization is that everyone in our community cares about each other. And that's the real true identity of Hampton Roads Pride.
Right.
We unite, and our mission statement, not only are we uniting the queer community, but our allies, it's for everybody to be their authentic self. That's what I want everyone to realize. So, I encourage people every year. I've been doing it for the past 6 years to just come out and enjoy yourself, see and experience what Pride means for all of us. It's a celebration for everyone. Seriously.
Yeah. I think, if you're closed-minded, narrow-minded, you kind of shut it off. I got to tell you, as an experience, I found out, I think last week, that there is a pharmacy in Norfolk that provides medicine, counseling, and I just thought it was just amazing.
Yeah.
I can't remember the person's name who was I read into, but to have a pharmacy and a place where people can go and get medical advice, not only that, but also mental health counseling. Right. I think it's amazing because we have not. That's another thing that we try to avoid in this community. I don't need to deal with my traumas or things that have happened to me in the past. But I think we all need to be able to talk to somebody at some point. So I thought that was pretty amazing when I ran into them. Give me an idea of one artist that you work with that gave you an aha moment. Okay, and you were able to learn from that particular person. Doesn't have to be. It could be somebody that's original, but
an aha moment.
Yeah, you say, okay, man, this is wow. I never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've worked with so many artists. Honestly, I'll probably have to give it to Pharrell. I think when I got that gig for opening up Atlantic Park, you don't quite understand the mission behind, someone of his status on like some of the projects they're working on. But once you getting the miss, see their teams, understand their drive, it's like, whoa. I left that weekend feeling inspired because I got to meet so many people, part of his teams, and just being a part of the team for that weekend, it just inspired me. And that man is busy, and he's organized. It's just the right example that I feel like is set for me. And he set that example that weekend. I was able to realize like what goes into it, how much dedication you have to have. It was amazing. I think that was the most recent that I can think of that's really impacted me.
Yeah. Yeah. So you probably are a pretty organized person yourself.
Oh yeah. Very detail oriented. Yeah.
So I think that based on what you're telling me, so there's different levels of success, right? So first of all, I don't think you should compare yourself to anybody because you are where you are who you are, where you are, but your experiences inspired you to grow. And I'm pretty sure, do you have siblings?
Oh yes.
Younger brothers and sisters. Yeah. So they're probably looking at you, at your experiences, right? And their friends are probably looking at you and saying, okay, if Jamar can do it, you know how your brothers and sisters are. If Jamar can do it, I can do it, you know? But you're creating a footprint, a blueprint, and a legacy for them.
Yes.
So it's important. Coming from the inner city, sometimes we don't know how to get from one step to the next, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So what did you say? That we in this area, the Hampton Roads area, what would you say that we could be more aware of?
The power of collaboration.
Okay.
And I know a lot of people talk on this topic for the 757. I am in different markets occasionally. Yeah. And the one thing that I see that we're missing is collaboration. I think there's so much opportunity for our area to grow to its next level, but we're lacking that so bad.
Do you feel like there's a reluctance to work with each other, or is there something else?
It's so hard. It's so hard because, you get in some rooms and it's, Hampton Roads Pride, my team there, we're great collaborators.
Yeah.
But then I'm still dissecting what that is. Each event I work with, I bring people together, we collaborate. I'm creating that community myself. Going out or just encouraging my other creatives to go out and experience other markets, see what they're doing, because you need to know, like, this is what we're missing.
Yeah.
And just spreading that message. But I haven't yet quite dissected why that is.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you my experiences.
Okay.
Because I want to do a lot of things as well. But what happens is I get focused in one area of what I'm working on, and there's a lot of things that you can do around here. Surprisingly, people wouldn't think so, but there are quite a few. And if you look at the area as a region, that's probably what you're talking about. That regions we probably all need to collaborate a little bit better. But I think I got caught in focusing on particular areas and not looking outside, but I have friends or organizations and people that I work with in Norfolk, so I see different things there.
Yeah.
But I feel like I understand what you're talking about, and it's been quite an experience. So this area is a lot larger. So you see, you're in Norfolk. A lot of your influence is in downtown, but you're working with Pharrell.
Yeah. Virginia Beach,
Yeah. So another one of the things that you've had a passion for is this documentary series.
Oh, I love docuseries.
Yeah. So what have your experience been? What have you been doing in that area to?
I haven't tapped into it that much.
Really?
Yeah. And starting in governor school, I was in film work.
That's what I thought you said. Okay. Yeah. You work with, was it someone, who is it that you work with?
Phil Thornton.
Okay. Who is Phil? Talk about
Phil. That's a great question. I'm so glad. Phil Thornton is a 757 native. Went to Norfolk State.
Okay.
Graduated.
I should know Phil.
Yeah. You should. You got me. I got to. Yeah.
Okay.
Phil is a great guy. Diamond. I don't want to get. I think it's Diamond Films is the
Okay.
film company, but he recently just released Unexpected Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was a great premiere that we did here actually in Virginia Beach. He premiered it. I got a call from him and his team, and he's like, "This is what we're doing. I want to come back home or partner up with Norfolk State. We got to make this happen." And I was like, "Of course." So it premiered, I want to say about 2 weeks ago. It's still in some theaters, but he's been doing great. He's all over, working with different projects, and it was just great to see him come back, not only to inspire Norfolk State students that were at the screening, but to just remind everyone like there's so much talent brewing from our region, and they just leave. And
This area,
yeah,
from every spectrum.
yeah,
It is. This area has quite a bit of talent.
yeah.
So how did you? How did you assist with that project?
Mostly reservations, getting the creatives in the area, the who's who that needs to be in those.
And you were
that space.
using your organization Jam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Using amongst other staff that we work with, PR and all that. But and then of course we did a talk back discussion after the movie.
I love those.
Yeah. So just a little coordination. It was a small gathering, but the impact was really great to see, especially to hearing some of the students from Norfolk State talk about
Right.
how they appreciate him coming back and giving us the opportunity to know that there's so much more beyond the boundaries here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, how do you see the organizations that you're involved with making a difference? Because we talked about a lot, and you're covering a lot of areas.
Yeah.
So, how do you see Jam's only 3 years old now?
Yeah. About 3-4. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and how long has you just been president, vice president of the Pride? So, talk about how you see the organizations that you're involved with making a difference in this area.
I'll start with Hampton Roads Pride. Hampton Roads Pride has been around for over 30 years. It started as a picnic at City Park, and it has evolved. A huge education, I think, is going to play a huge role in the future of Hampton Roads Pride. There's so much queer history that people do not know about. We have, over the last 3 years, produced films with Dr. Charles Ford from Norfolk State.
Yes.
So I really want to elaborate on that. In my role as president, education, we give away scholarships, over $30,000 a year. I see future leaders being impacted with just those scholarships, and just continuing to create, equity around our region, because I think that's the most important role of Hampton Roads Pride. Inclusion.
Right.
We work with state, local governments on policies, with working with Equality Virginia. So
How has that changed with this new administration and the attack on culture? Has it changed much?
Has it changed much here?
Yeah.
Well, now we got a governor in office that respects the queer community. So I'm super excited about that.
Yeah.
It has. It's put a lot of pressure on the trans community. I have a lot of brothers and sisters in that community that don't deserve, at all that type of language that gets spewed out. But
yeah, they're amongst the most attacked in our society. Yeah.
Yeah. And
trans community. Yep.
Yeah, and it's so that's been unfortunate and amongst other things. But I think Hampton Roads Pride plays a role in reminding everyone, especially here in our region, that we're an inclusive area. We have military. It's a melting pot of people here. So we just do our best at keeping everyone engaged and know like there's a community here that loves you. You are seen, you are heard,
Right.
and we include everyone in our programming with that. So. Yeah.
Okay.
And Jam,
Yeah.
man, I have a lot of visions. I see a lot happening from there. I've been working a lot in the artist development, just getting, local independent artists to take their take themselves to the next level, using my resources to help make that happen.
Okay.
Doing more in the national market. And just continuing, like, I just want to build the entertainment scene here because we have so many creatives. I want to, I guess, make sure we're visible, at least here on the local level, and bring in productions that we deserve because of the talent we're producing in this great country. So I don't know. I have a lot of different areas and avenues I want to take it. Right now, I'm remaining in this position where I'm still learning and growing myself. So yeah, I see a bright future.
Okay.
I just can't tell you which avenue I'm going yet, but
I think it's
running with it.
It's something you make up as you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just be positive and keep heading in the direction.
Exactly.
Are you still? Do you still go back to school? Do you try to tap into your educators and students there?
Yeah, and a lot of that has to do with a lot of the people that I work with in the community that inspire me. Dr. Charles Ford is one of them. Like, I can sit and listen to him talk all day long.
Right.
So yes, education has played a role, working with Hampton University on some of their programming and development work they're doing with entrepreneurs.
Yeah, you were talking about that.
Yeah.
So what's going on with them?
They just opened up a workforce development program, or at least I was helping with some of their projects and initiatives over there. And I just help them with events and just being in those environments is really inspiring.
Yeah.
You know, so they have a new entrepreneur studio on their campus. Work with them for homecoming, doing one of their brunches. So a lot of different things going on in Hampton.
Yeah.
So I've just been in that area, in that arena.
Yeah. I just saw something where they were saying that they've increased their enrollment, which I'm very thankful for. So I've had people that worked with me that were graduates of Hampton. So, and they're usually very, very talented people.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's some great alumni coming out there.
Yeah. And I had an opportunity to work with one of the film producers and directors over there. So I thought that was quite interesting.
Yeah.
Had no idea that even took place over there.
Yeah.
So, you know.
They're brewing over there. They really got some good stuff going over there at Hampton. So
that's good. So you're doing all of this. Describe Jamar C. Davis. How do you see yourself, Jamar? Give us a description of how you see yourself.
Strategist. I'm very detail oriented. Not as much as some of my other peers, but I've been called detail oriented.
Right.
I observe a lot. Creative. Mindful.
Okay.
Yeah. I would probably a friend to everyone, literally.
Okay.
Activist.
Yes.
Huge part of that is me.
Yeah.
And passionate about the work that I'm doing.
Right. Where does your inspiration for activism come from?
Oh, so many. There's so many. Honestly, I would probably say my local peers.
Really?
I started in this industry as an usher at Norfolk Scope Arena.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just an usher, got promoted to be operations, clean up the puke and taking out the trash and all that, and just kind of worked my way up. Oddly enough, I interned at 7 Venues, which is the company that owns it. But I interned there, and I never knew what an event coordinator was. Never heard about it. I came from theater, film, and got into it, the internship program, and Pride weekend came up. And that was one of the events that 7 Venues kind of oversaw as a part of the city. And I never knew we had a Pride Fest. And at the time, I also wasn't out. So my first Pride Fest I went to was actually New York City's World Pride.
Okay.
And I realized after being in New York City Pride, that was my community. Came back home and was like, hey, I want to volunteer for this. It's like, how do I get involved with this? And so I think my community is like where I get my most like activism from. Like talking with my trans brothers and sisters, seeing, you know, or listening to their experiences, you know, being a masculine male in this, in the queer community is, you know, I don't get hit with a lot of some of the troubles that everyone else in my community does. And so that just tells me I have a responsibility, you know, to represent those who don't have the megaphone, you know, be in spaces that some of my they're not allowed, you know. So it really just because I have really good friends, really good people in the community that have shared their stories with me, and that has inspired me to want to do something about it.
Yeah.
That's where that comes from.
Okay. Would you say you're I would imagine that you're passionate about that. Is there something else when it comes to a professional that you have that same passion for? Your work? Is there one particular thing?
One particular thing as far as jam or
Yeah.
I think that actually goes back to just wanting to do something that I didn't see growing up. Yeah. So like being in this region and not knowing why the Special Olympics didn't come here or the BET Awards wasn't at the arena, you know, just not being around the spaces that I've always seen like on TV or whatever the case may be. So I think a lot of that come from this, just the impacts of this region really. Yeah. That inspiration, at least going to other markets and seeing there's so many talented people and they're able to do these things, and then being home and not understanding why we have so many creatives, but not making that same impact. I think that's where that came from, really. Yeah.
You have a big family?
Huge.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a family person? Family oriented?
Yeah. Very family oriented. Love my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you probably had a lot of practice keeping everybody in line, you know, coordinated with things, huh? Yeah.
Between me and my sisters, we play the coordination role. Okay. We share that. But yeah, it's a lot of wrangling. Yeah. A lot of nieces and nephews, big family. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to put you on the spot.
All right.
Like I haven't, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Where do you see in the next 5 years Jam Entertainment?
Oh, that's a good one. I see myself in a more national market. I think making an impact on a national level, possibly international. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I see myself also like taking those from this region with me. But I also kind of, you know, with some of my experience with some of the events we've taken from Norfolk and taken elsewhere, also see Virginia going places and making impacts. And that can mean a lot of things, some of the talent, artists, and just creating opportunities and like a roadmap for us to still be seen on a national level, but be able to at least still impact here at home. I see myself growing in that way, some way, somehow. Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like you feel like you have a little bit of a obligation. I don't want to say obligation, but what would be another word for an affinity for bringing people with you from this area.
Yeah.
You talk about the talent and things like that. So I hope that's what happens.
Yes.
Yeah. Stay grounded to that point, because I feel the same way you do about this region. So coming from Philadelphia, there's a lot that comes out of that city, you know. And you usually got to go into New York or one of the major markets to get exposure. But there still has to be stepping stones. And if you're national, even international, that is an avenue, a way to get to that.
I'm always going to end or somehow, some way, still find a way to stimulate the economy here, the creative's impact here.
Right.
That's definitely going to always be a part of my goal.
Yeah. Do you admire that about Pharrell?
Yeah, actually.
He does
yeah.
come back, right?
He comes back quite often. Pharrell, Pusha T. Mm-hmm. Pusha T and Virginia are very active in the community here.
Yeah.
So is Missy Elliott.
Yeah. Timberland and all the people he worked with. I had no idea until I did that event how many people that he worked with around.
Oh yeah.
And worked on events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just creating opportunities for all of us,
Yeah.
Have something special to come back to. And also I think policy is going to be a lot with that. May potentially get into some policy work in the future. I have some aspirations for that as well. I'm huge into politics all over, geopolitics, and so I may see some future there as well. We'll see.
Yeah. So let's talk about that.
Yeah.
You did bring up Governor-elect Spanberger.
Yes.
Were you helping her, or did you help?
I didn't canvass, but Governor-elect Spank, she's the only one that came to our programming this past month for Pride.
Yeah.
So,
met her earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Had an opportunity to talk with her. She's so easy to talk
Yeah.
to, right?
Yeah.
She's so even keeled down
yeah,
there.
very chill. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I guess, or fortunately, because of my podcast, I've had the opportunity to meet some of the politicians on both sides.
Yeah.
But I would definitely say she was one that you knew that she had people's interests in mind.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah.
I agree with that.
So
I think so. Politics is pretty messy.
It is, and I'm very scared of it. But being in a nonprofit, it's it's kind of like you're not doing enough. And I'm just in a lot of different spaces and rooms where I'm hearing conversations, and I just feel like I could be doing it better. But then then you see what all goes on in the politics. I'm like, maybe not. I'm good. I don't want to be a part of it.
That's kind of sometimes how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Because I really want to help people.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And it seems as that in order to help people, you got to give or take.
Yeah.
And, I just want people to get back to the point where they are in control. Mm-hmm. The true democracy.
100. Yep.
Yeah. Well, we're not a true democracy, but I would like for people to have more influence on their lives.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's quite interesting. I'm glad you're considering it.
Yeah. It's good. Man, the conversations I've been having about it has just been crazy, but I'm like, we'll see. I'll think about that later. That's how I've been about it. Yeah. I like my nonprofit work better because I know I'm making the impact. And
definitely.
Yeah.
So before we leave, what would you like for us to know before we go off? And how we can help you and how we can find you. You can find me everywhere, Jamar Davis. Okay. LinkedIn, Instagram, just type in Jamar Davis. I'm sure you'll find me up. Jamentertainment.net if you want to look into partnering with events or any of your local collaborations. I'm all about collaborating with people, nonprofits, civic leagues, anybody. Let's get to work. If it's impacting the community, I want to be involved. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I appreciate you coming in and talking with us, just giving us an exposure and, tap into who you are and what you have going on. It's been an honor to have you in. It's been an honor to be here. Thank you so much for having me. Yeah, absolutely. All right. There we have it. We'll catch you next time on Listen Up. If you enjoyed today's episode, I'm going to ask you to click on the links below. Follow, subscribe, become part of the conversation. And remember, listen up.